So, my name is Mohamed Ali, and probably this is the vision paper that was presented earlier this year. And if you click it, please, we go to the bio slide. Here we have no timer for this slide, so maybe I can spend a couple of hours talking about my own bio. You didn't put the timer here. Yeah, but for short, I would say if you want to say something about myself, and if you stop by my office, you will see a sticker on my door says, I love big data. But actually, I do not love all big data. I love one specific type of big data, which is the geospatial big data. This is my timeline since I was born, 2002. You do the math, you figure out how old I am. Does it make much sense? This is when I was technically born. This is where I spent my PhD. I worked for some time in industry. Then I'm coming here to the University of Washington till RIP. What does it mean, RIP? No, research in progress. Please go forward. Okay, so someone believed that our vision paper made some sense and they gave it an award from the Computing Community Consortium. So they believe it is going to shape, or one of the papers that are going to shape the geospatial research in the coming few years. When I was presenting this paper, I was hardly able to walk. I hurt my back. The reason for this, I made the mistake with playing soccer with little kids. Few years back, when I used to play with those kids, I used to bring them right, left, go through them and score. Now they tell me I'm too old, I have to be the goalkeeper. And actually I hurt my back because when I was a goalkeeper, two of them, they were coming to me. I was trying to protect the goal from one side. He passed to the other person who managed to, so my upper body went one direction, my lower body another direction, the ball went into a third direction. If you analyze why they got better, it is not only because each one of them became a better player, but because they were able to coordinate with each other how to play. In the location-based services, we have few services like routing, how to go from point A to point B, monitoring, how I can keep tracking of the GPS traces collected from your phones. In industry, I used to pay hundreds of thousands of dollars to collect your GPS traces. So we have different services. The vision is how can we integrate all those services together to make one coherent system. Let me give a couple of examples. Service finding. If you are sitting at your office and ask your computer, I want to get pizza, what is going to happen? It is going to run what we call a range query. It is going to give you a few pizza places in the neighborhood. Let's change the story a little bit. If you issue the same query while you are driving, it doesn't make any sense to give you all the pizza places in the neighborhood. I need to figure out where you are going. I need to do, for example, this is a complex system I'm going to go through in a little bit. But for example, I need to predict where you are going. I will not give you the pizza places that have already passed in the best exit. This is what we mean by integrating routing with service finding. As another example, I do routing from point A to B based on some techniques and complex algorithms we study in classes. But if we are already monitoring the people, how many of you uses routing technique like Google Maps to go from home to work? Probably none. You know the best way from home to work. What we are trying to do is integrating monitoring with routing. I am going to monitor how you drive home to work, and I am going to enhance my routing technique. Those are the examples, but to achieve the mission of this integration, we have a layered system. One layer is how can we collect big data. Big data analysis. The second layer, how can we provide service for monitoring, which means geospatial monitoring, transportation, routing, and services. And the upper layer is closer to the user, which include can I maintain a profile, what you love, what you don't love. Let's make sure that we have this vision in practice. So I have been working with friends at the Microsoft, especially the SQL Server. We have extended the SQL spatial by adding a library to do spatial processing. This was very good vision 10, 20 years ago. when the cartographers used to go to the wilderness and measure what is the size of your property and my property. But existing spatial techniques are not useful for mobile devices. Mobile devices that stream data over time. They claimed in industry they have some techniques for real-time data streaming where they can build the Internet of Things. But most of the things that they can connect, they are stationary objects. They are non-mobile. I believe that my role comes into place where we extend the system at the spatio-temporal dimension all at the same time. So I am trying to build a system that can take into consideration the spatial dimension and at the same time the data streaming nature of those mobile devices. What I have been working for the last couple of years is to building what I am calling the reactive geospatial system. It provides a nice interface at the top, but under the bottom there are lots of query processing techniques and indexing. Looks like I'm out of time, and that was a big run to get it done in 5 minutes. Thank you very much.